Hey sports fans, I'd like to welcome you to a new segment we're going to call Keys to the Game. So let's start by going over the Phoenix Suns' keys to the game. Number 1, the fast break. With the Suns, everybody runs, so you better get back. Here, they don't attack the basket, they had a 4-on-3 and you might think you're okay with your defense, but they're going to space the floor, head to the three-point line and get a 3, not a layup. Key number 2, Steve Nash. Nash is a terrific finisher and can finish with either left or right hand, as you can see with that left-handed hook. Key number 3, the 1-4 set. They don't just go to a screen and roll on top every time. Here, you'll see a 4 cross with Steve Nash on top. Nash is going to screen down and then get a screen for himself, and then they run the pick and roll. It makes it very difficult to guard for this. They get a mismatch a lot of the time, and Nash can exploit that. And finally, the screen and roll. The Suns have a variety of options at their disposal. Here, you don't stop Nash, he'll get a layup on you. Next, if you try and stop Nash, then the screener will roll to the basket and usually get a dunk. Here's my favorite option. The screener rolls to the basket, which forces the weak side to step over to help, and that means that his man is going to flare to the three-point line for a wide open shot. With this lineup, Bynum or Gasol would have to be the guy guarding that shot. So, you're able to take away Nash turning the corner and the screener rolling to the basket, and maybe even the three-point shot. So here, Nash can step in and they get a backdoor layup. And finally, they can run the screen and roll and then go to the strong side, where they usually get an isolation play and an advantage on the defense. Let's look at the matchups here. If you look at Nash versus Derek Fisher, I think it's clearly in Phoenix's favor. There is not one player on the Lakers that can keep up with Nash. Maybe if Vujacic is healthy, they could throw him in there for a few minutes, but really, Nash should have his way. Now, I'm sure that Grant Hill is going to take his turn on Kobe Bryant, but I imagine they're going to start Jay Rich on him, and Bryant should have his way. He should be able to light him up because Jay Rich is definitely the weak spot on their defense. And on the other side, I don't think Bryant will have too much trouble guarding Jay Rich. This is going to be a wash between Collins and Bynum. I don't think either of these players are going to play very much in this series. I think Bynum is too slow to keep up with most of these players in the game, and I think Collins gets yanked pretty quickly anyway. The most intriguing matchup to me is Stoudemire versus Gasol, because Gasol should be able to take him in the post. I don't think Stoudemire will have much success stopping him, but Stoudemire can take Gasol to the high post and blow by him for dunks and layups. This matchup will most likely decide each of these games. And finally, Artest should be able to stop Grant Hill, and Grant Hill versus Artest will also be probably a wash. So let's look for Stoudemire Gasol. That's going to be the key. There's nothing to show for the Lakers because it's pretty simple. They're going to pound it inside. They're going to go to Kobe when they need to, one-on-one. And it's up to Kobe. The more he runs their offense, the more the tempo is controlled by the Lakers, and the more likely the Lakers will win this series. I say the Lakers will win in 6.